Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be there with you guys today, but um, it should still be a good first class. I'm going to have you guys play a game called Pandemic. It's very similar to Plague Inc. if you've ever played that game on your phones. And it's one in which you are trying to get a plague to spread. We use it in biology in order to teach how movement of parasites and plagues and things like that go from place to place. So it's a fun one, and if you really enjoy it, you can download it on your phone. But we're going to look at Pandemic 2, which is the newest version. If you just type that into Google, it'll come up. And the first one is by Crazy Monkey Games. That's the actual company that makes the game here. Okay, when you get into the site, it loads up pretty quick. You just want to hit play, and what will happen is the game will start off. And it's not a very long game to get going here. Just has to download and load up a little bit of things, but other than that, it's just online. Once the game starts off, it's going to ask you to start a new game. So we're just going to click New Game here on the bottom. We're going to do realistic because it gives us a little bit more options, and then it's going to allow you to do either a virus, bacteria, or parasite. There is benefits and minuses to each one. I'm going to choose bacteria for no other reason that it's in the middle, and I will name my disease school just because that's where we are. So we'll click done, and what's going to happen is it's going to pick a company for us. You can run the tutorial if you would like, but you don't really need to. So it's going to say the disease is spotted in Russia, which is all the way over here. You have to grab this map over here to move it around. Now, there's a couple problems with Russia starting. First off, it's cold there. Plus, Russia is pretty technical in that it has a lot of different advances. And so we're going to go down to our menu here. And our menu is going to allow us to go through the tutorial if we wanted to. We can go to the world, and it's going to give us some information about what's happening in the world with our disease. Or we can go down to our disease itself. Now, when I click on disease, you'll notice that I have some points here. Right down here, it tells me I have 16 points to use. And so right now my disease is spread by coughing, which is pretty accurate for school right now. It's resistant to the cold, and it's durable, and it's a bacteria. So what I may say is, well, not only by coughing, but I also want my disease to spread by sweating, and it'll tell me how much it costs, what are the results of that, and what are some of the effects. So I'll say I'm going to buy that. Maybe, well, coughing's good, but I also want it to have a freezer, and I'll buy that as well. Now, couple of things that's also resistant. Maybe I want it to be able to transmit by insects, and so I'll hit insects. And over time, what happens is you get more points as the game sort of goes on, and you get more people infected. Now, I will tell you a couple of things. Is you want to start off slowly and spread your disease slowly. You don't want to kill people with your disease because you will have that option. But if you start killing people before it spreads too much, then what's going to end up happening is they're going to come up with a way to defend against it, or they're going to make medication. So it's one of those games that at first you may play it once and you don't do very well. So you're going to have to try it again and come up with a different strategy for every country that you're in. Not so good if you start off in the United States or Europe because they can treat those diseases. But if you get into areas like Africa and things like that, then you have a little bit more of a fighting chance with it. It's a little bit of a morbid game, but at the same time, there's some educational things involved with it. And I think it's one of those games that you can actually walk away and go, hey, I learned something about how diseases spread here. So good luck as you go through. Again, you want to make sure that your disease is being spread slowly. Again, there's planes and boats that are flying around. If your disease starts killing people, those boats and planes are going to stop moving, and they're not going to be able to spread from place to place. Oh, as well, if you really wanted to, you can go down here and you can speed up time so the time moves a little bit quicker. So in case you get a little bit bored of waiting for something to happen, that'll allow things to move a little faster. Plus, it builds up your points pretty good as well. All right, so what I'll have you guys do is go down to the Chrome-based lab. Again, that's Pandemic 2. Try it out. We'll see how things go. And probably time we get down there may not be time to play much, so I'll maybe get you guys to do a review of the game next time when I come back. All right, good luck, guys.